Hello, dear lovely audience. Welcome back to another Bravo TV new recap. Everyone, I know y'all have been waiting for this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast member gave a new look inside her Utah rental home. Tired of scrolling? Click here to bump BravoTV.com's latest news to the top of your search results. Meredith Marks is obsessed with her winter ski rental in Park City. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast member has rented several homes in Utah, and she is currently more than happy in her cozy house. The mom of three gave BravoTV.com an exclusive tour of the house, as seen in the video above, where she showed off all the coziest spots in her abode. "I love this house because it's very zen with all the creamy tones to it," she explained. "And it feels very calm and peaceful to me." The house boasts an open living room, perfect for watching movies by the fireplace. "It's been kind of cuddly and cozy here, and we have gorgeous views. It feels very private here," she admitted. "I love this neighborhood. I feel like it might be my favorite neighborhood in Park City." The open kitchen is also one of Meredith's favorite rooms in the house because of its neutral tones, which lend a sense of warmth and peace to the snowflake holder. It also has a special drawer for her caviar collection, of course, providing easy access to her personal stash of fish eggs. "I don't necessarily eat all of it. Some of it's gifted to friends and things like that," she admitted, before taking a quick bite of caviar. Details on Meredith Marks' outdoor space at her house in Utah. The house also features an expansive deck that wraps around the entire property, a sauna located outside the primary suite, and provides easy access to the outdoors for her and her husband, Seth Marks. "The other thing about this house is the deck. It's beautiful," she admitted. Related, Meredith Marks reveals a shocking unaired moment from the Rossalk RV trip, exclusive. "I love the fire pit. I'm always cold. It keeps me warm," she noted. "And it's just pretty to sit out here on the deck. We have a family of turkeys who live out here. I put some carrots out for them. They usually come visit us, and I like seeing them." Meredith Marks opens up about living part-time in Salt Lake City and NYC. Meredith and Seth are currently renting because they are living part-time in both Salt Lake City and NYC. They especially spend a lot of time in New York because all three of their kids, including next-gen NYC Seth Marks, live in the city. "We're in Salt Lake part-time. We're kind of in New York part-time. We're kind of everywhere part-time," she told The Daily Dish on September 10th. "I think between Park City, New York, LA, Europe, Miami. That's kind of my rotation. Occasionally Asia's thrown into the mix, but I think that's pretty much my basic rotation, and it's good." But Meredith really loves spending time in Utah. "I love the ski season in Park City," she continued. December through May is amazing. And I do love summer, too. I pop back in and out during the summer months as well, and that is home, so to speak. But we're bouncing around quite a bit. I mean, I'm lucky," she noted. My kids are all grown up and they're all here in New York, so obviously we do spend a lot of time in New York. But I'm able to do that. My husband's working remote. Why wouldn't we?" See what Meredith has had to say about her past rental homes. Snow drifts silently against the windows, layers upon layers of white. The sky, pale blue at dawn, glows through frosted panes. Meredith Marks presses a hand to the cold glass, inhaling that crisp mountain air. Her winter ski rental in Park City is quiet now, the house wrapped in its own hush, only the whisper of evergreens, the lingering scent of pine, and the distant promise of skiers gliding down untouched slopes. Walking inside is like stepping into a sanctuary. Cream tones everywhere. Rich ivory, soft alabaster, pale taupe, walls, linens, rugs. The palette almost dissolves the edges of the rooms. Lines blur. It feels calm, peaceful. There are natural textures, thick wool throws, linen curtains, woven rugs, polished wood underfoot. Light bounces in, filtered by wide windows that frame the mountain views as though they are paintings. The heart of the home is the open living room. A fireplace, stone or perhaps marble, anchors one wall. A generous hearth, crackling flames, golden glow dancing on faces and hands. Overstuffed sofas and plush chairs cluster around it. Deep and inviting, they beckon with promise. Stretch out, read, drink something hot. Somewhere nearby, books line shelves, maybe a record player, soft music humming. To Meredith, it's one of the coziest spots. She said she loves the feeling of being cuddly and cozy here. Off to one side, the kitchen. Expansive, open, curated. Neutral tones again. Ivory cabinetry, pale countertops, maybe marble or quartz. The type of kitchen where every utensil has its place. Thoughtful details. A drawer devoted to her caviar collection, of course, as she says. Gifts, personal stashes. There's a sense that livability is married to luxury. Spice racks, gleaming appliances, perhaps custom fixtures, soft under-cabinet lighting. A place where cooking becomes ritual. Breakfast is slow. Eggs, toast, butter melting. Coffee steaming. The snow outside reflected in shiny surfaces. The bedrooms. In the primary suite, there is serenity. Quiet. Outside the windows, trees heavy with snow. Maybe a private bathroom with steam or soaking tub. A sauna just outside this suite, Meredith reveals, is one of the house's defining charms. Imagine stepping out of a warmth-washed bed into the sauna, heat enveloping you while the cold world beyond the door glistens under fresh snow. Towels thick. Candles maybe. The hush of mid-morning light. Outside, a deck that wraps around much of the house, commanding views of rugged peaks, perhaps bone-white ridges, blue shadows and hollows, sunlight bright on snowfields. The fire pit sits there, glowing in the early evening. Meredith shivers often. I'm always cold, she admits, so this fire pit is essential. Warmth, ambience, laughter. Maybe a blanket tossed over a lap, hot cocoa in hand, or a sip of something festive. She notes that it feels private here, away from prying eyes, noise, the bustle. Turkeys wander. Yes, real wild turkeys, drawn by carrots she places out. Moments like that, a small wildlife cameo, offer rustic charm. Architecturally, the house is generous, but not ostentatious. High ceilings, open spaces, large windows. You see the interplay of structure and nature. Wood beams, stone walls, glass expanses. A view from the living room transitions seamlessly to the outside. The deck feels like an extension of indoors. Perhaps radiant heat underfoot, no cold surprises. The floors are smooth, polished. Doors, hardware, fixtures are carefully chosen. Metals that don't ring, soft matte finishes, knobs that feel good in the hand. The lighting is gentle, layered. Recessed fixtures, soft ambient glow, lamps with warm bulbs. Candles in the evening. Maybe a chandelier in the dining room that casts delicate shadows. There is mood. Early morning light, crisp and cool. Midday brightness, dusk that melts into night. Windows allow sky, mountain vistas, the deepening blue between peaks, stars sharp. Meredith's aesthetic. Zen, she calls it. The home is designed for calm. No disruption, no fight for the remote, no clutter. Neutral tones. Peaceful scenes. Comfortable furniture. Views that pull you outside even when you're inside. She moves between spaces fluidly. The kitchen, the living room, stepping out to the deck, moving into the primary suite. Family flow matters. Guests can gather in big, warm places, retreat to private corners. It is also a house for hosting smaller luxuries. The caviar drawer is just one signature. The fireplaces, the sauna, the fire pit, amenities that don't need fanfare but provide that sense of richness. Views and deck for relaxing, perhaps a spot to stoke a fire, roast marshmallows, share stories. A theater corner? A reading nook? Given her life, probably cozy corners matter. When snow falls, you feel cocooned. The lights in the windows glow gold onto the snow. Footprints disappear overnight. Stillness prevails. At dawn, the sky blushes. No sound except maybe a distant snowplow, soft wind. You wake wrapped in warmth, step onto rugs, bare feet surprised by cold tile underneath, but your path leads to coffee, through the kitchen, to a view. You linger at windows, watching light layer over peaks. Evenings bring ritual. Cooking dinner, a feast or something simple, while snow piles outside. Wine, laughter, perhaps friends. The fireplace becomes focal, board games, conversation, music low. After hours, stepping out to the deck under stars, the fire pit's glow, air sharp. Then retreating inside, into warmth, perhaps a lamp left on a bedside table, plush duvet, deep sleep. The location, beyond the house itself, is the neighborhood. She calls it maybe her favorite in Park City. Views feel private. Proximity to ski slopes, though the house isn't a full-on resort, it's private. She travels between Park City, New York, etc., so this feels like a retreat, anchoring point. What this ski rental does best is balance. Luxury with livability, style with comfort, grand with intimate. You sense her personality. She doesn't want cold, white marble everywhere. She wants creamy tones. She wants peace, elegance, and warmth. It is a place to rest, to create memories, not to show off. Imagine staying here with family. Her husband, maybe kids, guests. Shared dinners. Quiet mornings. Snowshoe hikes. Ski passes. Then back to the warmth. The sauna. The fire pit. The view. Maybe wild turkeys strutting across the deck. A crust of snow on their backs. A mug of something hot. A night when the fireplace is going. The lights low. The world outside muffled by snow. This is the kind of place that changes your pace. In the city you rush. Here you slow. You cook rather than ordering in. You walk rather than drive. You pause. Breath. The edges soften. The design helps that. Neutral tones that reduce visual noise. Quiet corners. Warm lighting. Spaces that flow. Nature that's visible. Forest, sky, slopes. Meredith's love for ski season in Park City is obvious. December through May is amazing. Winters are long, snow deep. The house isn't just decoration, it's responsive. Deck to sit on, views to absorb, privacy to feel free, spaces to warm body and soul. The architecture and interiors facilitate that winter dream. In the end, this rental isn't just a house. It's a refuge. A place to land when the outside is harsh and cold. To be restored. To connect with nature, with loved ones, with self. It's fabulous because it understands what people want in winter. Warmth, comfort, beauty, stillness. It offers shelter without shutting out the world. It invites you outside, yet keeps you enveloped. Meredith's ski house embodies a winter ideal. Creamy light, quiet moments, roaring fire, snow-laced pines, shared meals, solitude when desired. It's a dream in wood and stone, in fleece and caviar. It's a place one would return to night after night, season after season.